we're doing this again, and it'll be a thing this time. I promise.
Okay.
I almost guarantee it.
We got to get a new producer.
I know.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You will not find a cheaper one. I'll say that much. All right, we are live, folks.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I should put the pizza down. Okay.
You probably should.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Original Guide to Spooky Empire. Hi, guys. We are actually doing a Friday night instead of a Sunday night because this weekend we know everyone's out and blowing their shit up and whatnot, and 4th of July and woo and USA and all that. So whatever. Fuck you. So, but yeah, hi. Original Guide to Spooky Empire. We are bringing your spooky fam right to you in the comfort of your own home.
Woo! Woo! I'm shirtless.
And we're doing a mostly shirtless episode. So you know what? Right off the bat, let's say hi to Mike. The magic Mike going on there.
Hi, everybody. So I am
Magic Mike. That's totally Magic Mike.
Yeah.
And speaking of nipples and shirtless, hi Robbie.
Hey guys.
Damn, is this a tease for your OnlyFans?
I wish. No, I'm not that cool. But I figured since Mike was going shirtless, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Why not? I mean, it's Friday, right?
I'm absolutely. That's better than 4th of July fireworks to me, man. And Mo, my favorite brown savage, and he was.
How you doing? I was, yeah, but unfortunately, a court order has me actually wearing some type of covering, so here I am.
Yeah, within 200 feet of a school, I get it. Yeah.
But this may come off later. Depends on how much I drink. So, no.
Which, what are you drinking?
Oh, me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, 7 and 7.
Oh, nice. I've got Gentleman Jack and Cheerwine here. I figure I'm going classy.
Ooh, nice. That sounds good.
Speaking of the opposite of classy, Mike, what are you drinking?
Land Shark, because we're at the lake house.
That's not so bad, though. That's not so bad.
And before, it's now my ashtray, but I was drinking a Modelo's Chilada Lime and Salt. So
Wow.
Shit, we're classing up the joint.
I know. But then I do also have a Natty Light Natter Days. So you know, I can't go without my Natty Light.
They cancel each other out. It's cool. It's cool.
Exactly.
No worries.
Exactly.
All right, Robbie, what are you drinking?
Just drinking a nice glass of red wine.
You and
Traveling
the
tomorrow, so or
we got to get you some brown bags so you can actually do the wino thing properly.
Oh man, I'm sure I have some.
Yeah, some bags. Oh yeah, our producer Rob. Hi.
Hi.
Why are you not shirtless?
You know what? I'm pimping out a nice shirt I bought, and I want to give the proprietors due. I want to give them their due. So we'll get to that later in the show, though.
Mm-hmm. And what are you drinking?
I am drinking my very fancy and bougie honey and peach yummy seltzer water, sparkling water.
Okay.
With a shot of birthday cake vodka, because I'm just feeling
fruity.
I'm feeling sorority girl tonight.
I was gonna say, are you a 20-year-old, not even a 21-year-old, a 20-year-old sorority girl that just found liquor for the first time? Because that's what it's like.
Pretty much. You know what? I'll tell you this. It's good.
Okay, Becky.
I want to get white girl wasted.
Okay, that's tonight. White girl wasted. Woo! Rob's a woo girl. All right, before anything else, let's get into our typical disclaimer. We are not official Spooky Empire staff. We are a bunch of longtime vets that have been going a long time, here to bring you the fan perspective from your spooky friends and family. So if you get pissed off at something we say, and this is a rough show, fuck you, put the kids to bed. And if you're pissed off at us, don't complain to Spooky, complain to us, because we won't give a shit. For official information on everything, spookyempire.com and related affiliates, so on and so forth. Yeah, so this is our 4th of July show on the 2nd of July, because that's just how we do things. So what are y'all doing for the 4th of July?
Well,
I think Mike's actually doing it now.
Yeah. So like I said, and this is actually one of those, y'all are lucky, because tonight was supposed to be a Pints and Pistons night, but our one guy with the computer, Dan, he had to drop his wife off at the airport. So we're actually doing it tomorrow night, which is, we've never done a Saturday night in 3.5 years of Pints and Pistons. Like, we've never done that. So But we are here at the lake house that our friends Jason Molina, their neighbor Rob, has bought and let us use it for the whole entire weekend. So from today till Monday, I will be here on that dock right behind me with a cooler full of beer, a fishing rod. Not going to catch anything because I'm horrible at fishing, but I'm still going to do it. And then after that, I'm going to be in the tiny ass pool and having fun.
Yay! Naked, right?
Fun.
I don't think, Melina, can I be naked?
Sure, I don't care.
She says okay, so yeah.
There might be mine.
Good, good.
All right,
You.
Rob, what are you doing this weekend?
Actually, we're leaving to Indiana first thing in the morning.
Don't tell anyone you're leaving. She's there the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
She's got
Yeah,
a great
she's gonna be there.
the front of the door. Yeah.
I mean, we're not all going, so.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, somebody's gonna stay with the animals, right?
This is true.
Yeah. So we're gonna go celebrate up there.
Yeah. Speaking of staying with the animals, Rob, what are you planning on this weekend?
Well, nothing. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to take care of my dog who is definitely scared of fireworks. Poor Akuma. This brave,
Aw.
fierce Akita turns into a puddle of quivering drool just as soon as she hears fireworks, and she
Poor baby.
does not
See,
handle it.
I understand with that because both Lemmy, my 120-pound dog, and then Dio, my 65-pound dog, both do the same exact thing. So tomorrow night, once we end Pints and Pistons, it's going to be right before the fireworks. So we're going to head home, get with them, and then come back because
Cool.
we know it's going to be happening. So
Yeah, I mean, we've got God, and it kills me. We have to give her a sedative so
Oh
she'll kill
no.
Yeah. You know, and the older I get, and I know this just makes me an old person, and I got no problem with being old and shit. But the older I get, the less I understand setting off a bunch of fireworks. Now, here's the thing. We're in Central Florida. We've got SeaWorld. We've got Disney. We've got Universal. We got all these huge fireworks all over the place. You want to go see a big fireworks display? That's fine. Otherwise, if you're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, like Magic Mike there, fine. I get it. A bunch of rednecks setting shit off. Go ahead, blow yourself up. But if you're in the fucking suburbs, man, and you're within like an hour of a theme park, why? I don't know.
It's a thing to do. Who knows? I don't know. It's
just say-
tradition. It's tradition.
It's
I
tradition.
personally, I just don't get the whole, spending $200 and going to one of those tents and actually buying, fireworks and stuff. I don't like it, but I mean, if it's tradition and you're doing, people, it doesn't really bug me.
My thing is that it's like you're like burning money, like literally. And
You
they're
are
so
burning money.
expensive.
Those
Yes.
things are expensive as
Yes, they are.
fuck.
So
They
I'd
are.
rather go see them somewhere and somebody has a display, whatever, fine, I don't mind. But like, and the dumb shit that people do in your neighborhoods, like those little, all they're doing is just disturbing the animals
Yep.
See,
and people with
now-
PTSD. Because I mean, come on.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I never really.
True.
I mean, I've heard of it before, but I've never actually thought about. I didn't think about that.
Oh yeah, my kid
days.
has big time
I know
storm
most pets,
PTSD,
yeah.
and that is not good.
Yeah.
Well, just as a reminder, they do have bangless fireworks that still do lovely displays. They just don't have the. So,
I'm all
They
for
have that?
that
Oh,
is
I
the
didn't know
thing.
that.
They have fireworks that don't make a boom. They just do a lovely.
Sparklers.
Yeah. And also,
Oh, these even shoot out in the air, so not just sparklers.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I mean, nowadays they have like the drone shows that you like, so that's really cool too. Get with technology. It's not 1972 anymore. It just, I don't know. I don't get it. But Mike, you were about to say.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't trying to cut anybody off. So my thing is you don't go to the tents. You do not go to the tents. Because
don't
they are
make
they are a third
Now
party
you're gonna get a
salesman.
lesson.
Yes, you're getting a full-on lesson that you do not go to the tents. You go to the actual store where instead of buy one, you might get one free at a tent. You're going to a store. You're getting buy one, get four free. And that $200 that you spend at a tent, you're getting twice the amount you're able to get, and you're able to get the big stuff. That's what we do.
Mike
That's
knows a
bad.
guy.
Sorry,
He just knows a guy.
I like to do that.
No, full on Joe Dirt,
And Angie's just mentioned that her neighbors have been practicing for the 4th of July for the last 3 days.
Why did they do this?
My neighbors have been doing the same shit too. Yeah, I don't know.
Our resident Joe Dirt, Magic Mike, please explain, why do they do this?
We got to make sure that we're at the right drunken level to where we're able to light a run away and make sure it's a couple times with that. But also, like in our area, like we do that. Then after that, we just make sure we're able to shoot stuff. So it's just that. Like once we run out of fireworks, we just start shooting shit because that's what we.
Oh my God. All right. So that's what we're all doing. I guess 4th of July, drinking and bitching about fireworks.
Oh, and Craig has also chimed in. The only thing I'm blowing up this weekend is the bathroom. So Uncle Scary's wings are pretty powerful things, folks.
That's the real American hero right there. That's the hero we all need. And hello to everyone in the chat, by the way. Sorry, that's the producer's job to check that out. But yeah, so that's what everyone's doing this weekend, and watching Jaws, because is there a better 4th of July horror movie than Jaws?
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Ooh.
Actually, I don't even know if that's 4th of July. I'm just making that shit
No,
up.
but it's summertime. No, you're right.
It is.
It is. No, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it is. Because I mean, the title is "I Know What You Did Last Summer," implying that it's now this summer. So that's how that works, folks. That's logic, and you don't just get that with a college degree. That's natural smarts.
All right. Well, we've had a string of guest announcements in the past couple of weeks. Wow. I mean, first of all, speaking of I Know What You Did Last Summer, we have Freddie Prinz Jr.
Freddie Prinz Jr. Folks, he's a legend.
Is he a legend?
No.
Kind of a legend.
Okay, and why is he a legend, Rob?
Well, okay, let's see. He was in Scooby-Doo, live action. He was Fred. He was in Scooby-Doo 2. He was in the back-to-back I Know What You Did Last Summers, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Or I Know What You Did the summer before that. I don't really remember what the sequel's name is. An endless amount. He, for a while, was the king of like the late 90s, early 2000s teeny bopper movie.
He's all that. Yeah.
She's All That, and Boys and was he in Boys and Girls? No, he was in he did one with the girl from Mallrats. That was Boys and Girls. That's what it was called. It was terrible. And then he did another one with I guess that's still Boys and Girls. I don't know. He did a couple. I suppose there's a big following for She's All That. The rest of them. And here's the fun fact. He actually used to be after he was kind of done acting, he was a writer for the WWE. He was a writer for professional wrestling.
Nice.
Oh, that's great.
He's doing. I know he's probably doing. I think a few voices for some of the Star Wars animated series. They're at the tip of my tongue. If I can probably Google it, but I'm too lazy. But he is doing a lot of voice acting right now too. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, me personally, when it comes to Freddie Prinz Jr., I'm hoping for the Matthew Lillard comeback, because if we don't reenact that scene from She's All That with Matthew Lillard at the dance, it needs to happen. We need to have the Scooby-Doo reunion, and because we need to have the Matthew Lillard dance. I'm putting
that's the thing. I didn't realize it until this came around. They've done like 4 movies together. Like they were doing everything together for a while. They did both the Scooby-Doos, they did She's All That, and they did Wing Commander, which no one likes to talk about.
Yeah, and then think about it. So Ryan Phillippe, which was in what I Know What You Did Last Summer, was also in Cruel Intentions,
Yes.
right? With Sarah Michelle Gellar, which is Freddie Prinz Jr.'s
Crazy.
wife. So what I was thinking is, I wonder if is it gonna go to a Scooby-Doo reunion, or would it go to I Know What You Did Last Summer reunion with Ryan Phillippe and
I have heard through a secret source, and it's not that much of a secret, just that they confirmed Sarah Michelle Gellar probably not.
okay.
They're probably not. Not a guarantee, but
But that would be cool, because then I mean, Grudge. She was in The Grudge, and
Wasn't
Buffy the
Grudge,
Vampire
Buffy,
Slayer. Come on, I mean, that would be fucking awesome. I mean, that's a
what
good
else?
one. And then Jennifer Love Hewitt, and boom, reunion.
See, I think you can get Jennifer Love Hewitt. I think she's available.
Matthew Lillard, and I'm happy.
Yeah, same.
Well, it's
Oh
the same
yeah.
for those of us that met Matthew Lillard at Spooky, it's like he's been there twice, and there's nothing but fucking outstanding stories about the guy.
He's
I mean,
amazing.
I've met him in just my stories. He yelled at his handler because his handler was trying to rush him to a photo op, and he screamed in the handler's face, "I will not be rushed." Boom! I love it. He just sold it. He's amazing. Everything about him is amazing.
Super cool. Same.
I'm sure Freddie Prinz will also be a cool guy. He seems like,
He seems down to earth. Yeah.
he has nice hair.
That's a
That's
tip to all the stars that are actually listening to this right now. If you're a cool dude,
we know there's
you'll
tons of
get
you out
called
there.
back.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. We've also had Doug Bradley, which I know Robbie's like just creaming her panties
Fuck
over.
yeah. Oh my
black
gosh.
shirt.
You guys, this is so exciting. Well, because he was supposed to be here years ago, the year that the Hurricane Matthew hit, and they canceled, right? And I was
Yeah.
preparing this whole costume and like this whole thing, and I was like almost done with it, and then all this shit happened, and then so this is gonna be the first time he's been here since he was supposed to come back after Matthew, and he didn't. So I'm excited. I'm excited also, getting older. So is Robert Englund. So this might be a good chance to kind of meet everyone again, and hope you see them in the future.
Yeah. Oh, I can guarantee Robert Englund and Doug Bradley will be doing a panel together. They've
Oh.
done it before because, you've got like the two juggernauts. You've got Pinhead and Freddie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, I would assume also, I don't I shouldn't assume, but that Kane Hodder that would be cool, right? So you have all the slashers, that would be a good photo op. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, it's a great photo op, not to mention, like I said, and the Q&As are just absolutely legendary. So that's one definitely keep an eye on.
Were you saying? Were you
oh,
saying something?
I was
You're
muted, but
miming.
yeah, I was muted. Sorry. Yeah, that would be a dope ass panel to watch. You've got your slashers, all three of them. Bring in somebody else. Oh yeah, that'd be great.
And they all know how to play on each other too. So they know how to make it a good time because they all know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
totally.
Yes, it's absolutely awesome. So then, of course, we got Tom Savini coming back.
Wait, hold on. Before we move off from Doug Bradley, I just want to tell you one funny thing that you just need to check out. Doug Bradley, and I'm not even a wrestling fan, but I know this stuff. He worked at a small professional wrestling group called Blackcraft Wrestling, where it was kind of like, yeah, if you look it up, it's got like a hellstorm, hellfire kind of vibe to it.
Okay.
And he was kind of like the general manager. He was the guy in charge. So if you look at pictures of him, you look up Doug Bradley and Blackcraft Wrestling, you're going to see some stuff that's going to make you just kind of go, huh?
Was that in the States or?
Yeah, no, it was in the States. They were located up in Pennsylvania. I bet our good friend who now owns the Buffalo Bill House, he may know a thing or two about them.
That's true.
Well,
Yeah,
what if
or something.
Doug lives in Pennsylvania? He's lived there for a long time.
Oh, shit.
Him and his lady, yeah.
Oh, today I learned. Nice.
As a wrestling fan, that was a more up north kind of southern up north type thing, like Pennsylvania,
Mid-Atlantic.
yeah. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm horrible with geography, but yeah, it was a very small thing. I think it went about 3 states is about where it went. So yeah, it was good shit.
Okay. Well, I mean, and then Doug Bradley, it's like the other huge thing he did, Nightbreed, which, if you're a Clive Barker fan, I mean, Nightbreed is just one of the greatest horror movies ever made. So I've got his autograph on my Nightbreed poster upstairs, and the stories he tells, see his panel. Super, super fucking nice guy. And this is in addition to Robert Englund, which we all absolutely know about. One of the things I wanted to bring up about Robert Englund, we heard from Petey, which we will get to in a minute, but apparently they're bringing the cake back to the VIP party.
Well, hold on. You skipped over a guest.
I did?
Yeah,
Tom.
most recent one.
Oh, I thought I just said Tom Savini.
Well, we didn't discuss
Okay,
Tom.
nobody heard. All right, fine. Tom Savini. Tom Savini's coming back.
Yes.
So actually, now that I'm sitting here eating pizza, that kind of coincides with a story that Rob tells that, he gets
so
requested.
as requested. First of all, Tom Savini, if you're not familiar with the name, you should be. Makeup artist, one of like the biggest
If you're a horror
ones.
fan, you know who Tom Savini is.
Yeah, exactly. Ever. Sex Machine in From Dusk Till Dawn. And then also shown Dawn of the Dead. He's done a ton of things, right? He is also a notorious pizza thief. Now, folks, let me
This
take you
again.
back to
This again.
2005. 2005. Our memories are long.
Say OG. This is what we mean when we say OG spooky.
Yeah, we were in Coral Springs, Florida, and for a 1-year show because we got kicked out. And truth be told, it's not like the spooky crowd was particularly ruckus at this time. It's just a hotel that didn't understand. People don't necessarily go to bed at 10 o'clock. Like security was trying to get people into their rooms. It was the strangest damn thing you've ever seen as far as conventions. But, you know, we're hanging out, and I think it's one of those hotels where there's kind of got a lobby or an atrium in the middle, and then it's, you know, several floors where it just keeps going up. So you can, you know, open the door to your room, you're on a balcony, and you look down, you can see the middle of the hotel. So we're only a few floors up, and we see Tom Savini, and someone has ordered a pizza. And Tom goes to grab the pizza, and someone else kind of runs out and says, no, 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 no. And it was their pizza. Anyway, long story short is Tom was trying to take somebody else's pizza. I don't know if Tom ever got another one. I never saw him hanging out for a second pizza. Later on, we did become friends with the guy whose pizza that was, and he kind of he really wanted that pizza, but that was mine.
An altercation over the pizza.
Yeah, so it has since led to the old saying that Tom Savini stole my pizza. So
Yeah,
if you ever hear us reference that. So anyway, but yeah, Tom's always a good guest. He's been like, this has got to be his 3rd or 4th. I know one year he just randomly showed up because he likes spooky. Like he wasn't even a guest. I think in 2012 he was there. So
yeah, I've seen Robert Kurtzman do that as well. Like just show up and just like walk around the vendor room, like
and steal pizzas.
See, no, I don't know. He could be. I mean.
Yeah, I remember 1 year when Tom was there and he was just in their vendor room because we were doing the fundraiser for Robin, and our friend had he had hand created was a Hellboy mask, and Tom Savini like went nuts, like just over the details and the hair and the hand punched hair, and it's like he is a genuine horror fan that he absolutely loves just going around the vendor room and seeing the stuff that's out there. So Tom definitely a down to earth guy.
All right. So Tom doesn't like balloons.
I was wondering if I should say that or not. I wasn't sure.
I'll tell the Tom doesn't like balloons story because again, at the same hotel, somebody was just screwing around. They threw a balloon from one of the higher floors, and the balloon fell down. I don't know if it hit him.
It landed next to him.
Yeah, it landed next to him, and Tom went and told security. So
Tom, and it wasn't even like a water-filled balloon. It was just blowing up a regular balloon.
So, there you go.
Some
Let's
people
list
don't
out all man's
We
fears.
don't know.
that latex sound. Some people don't like that.
Maybe.
No. There is people like that. Yeah.
Wait,
I got a question.
Yeah, I've seen it on Maury, you know.
There's
How
also
is
people who
doing
find
after his
balloons
crash?
very erotic. They have a balloon fetish.
That as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Same with the noise. Right.
What was Mike saying?
Watch the movie The Poughkeepsie Tapes, one of the most disturbing movies out there. Watch Poughkeepsie Tapes. It starts off with a woman sexually sitting on a balloon. So
That's never fun. So really quick, how was he after his because he got hit by a car on his bike?
that's
Yes.
right.
So yeah, so he must be doing good if he's gonna be coming to conventions again. But
Yeah,
like,
you know
that
what?
was
I even read
a big thing.
this is not just a spooky thing. He's back on the convention circuit. I've read a few other shows he's going to be attending. I think he's going to be at is he at
Or
Church?
Hounds or
But the point is, yeah, he's apparently recovered to the point where he's
Well,
ready to go out.
That's good though, because it was very scary there for a bit. I remember seeing the pictures of that, and he was like full on laid up in a hospital bed, and the neck brace, and like he had a couple broken bones in that because he got hit on his bicycle.
That's scary.
But no one gets, if you're on a bike and you get hit by a car, there's not a lot of really good scenarios. You don't ever hear a lot of people just bouncing back and saying, yeah, fine, good. It's not like Eric Idle and European Vacation.
Yeah. And honestly, as we get older, our bodies don't heal as they used to. So there's that.
And that was the thing when I heard that he got hit. I'm like, no offense, he's a bit older, and I'm like, yo, that hopefully he pulls out of it, but that's
Scary.
that's a big hit. Yeah, that's a big hit. So
Dude,
well,
so
that's
bring
good
him
that he's
get well
good.
gifts. Bring him get well gifts. Because we need Tom. We need Tom
Bring
around.
him a gravy boat.
Well, it's just, I mean, because, so much in horror is CGI now, the geniuses like Tom and Rick Baker and like those, they're not around anymore, because everything is getting replaced by computers. So no, I mean, guys do practical effects like he does.
Yeah. Well, thankfully he still has that school.
Yeah.
And they're still, obviously people go to the school and they're learning from them and that curriculum, which is really amazing.
Absolutely agreed. All right, getting back to what I was saying before, it's like this ties in. I mean, Robert Englund, along with some of the things that PD told us, which we will get to in a second, but with the VIP party, and this was, I want to say 2000, whenever. One of the times he was there and he was at VIP, and Eric Waller, who is the amazing guy that does all the cakes and everything, he did a Nightmare on Elm Street cake. Now, if you've been to Spooky, you have seen the kind of cakes this guy creates. This guy is straight out of Cake Boss. This was like 3-4 layers of it had everything from Freddie, from the sweater to the TV to everything. And it was all just artfully done. And Robert Englund was at the VIP party and he had the glove and he cut the cake with the glove. This is why those are the moments you get VIP for. Just the fact that you're present in Robert Englund with this amazing cake and just grabbing a chunk with the glove. This is what Spooky's about. I don't know if any of you were there that year for that.
Like I said before,
party,
I wasn't there with VIP, but I remember hearing people talk about that, and then later on that night seeing pictures, and it was amazing.
Epic.
It really was.
Shit that only happens at Spooky Empire. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Where else?
Well, that's one of the things. Eric Waller, it's like he does the VIP cakes every year, and some of you guys have seen like the Willy Wonka cake that he did. There was the Evil Dead one where he did the cabin, and it's just, oh my God. It's like words can't describe just the art that's put into this stuff, But actually, you know what, Rob, we have that announcement from PD there, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just run through a few of the things he mentioned, because he did reach out and just said, hey, you're streaming. Here's a few things to mention. And first of all, he did say this is going to be the biggest show ever.
He says that every fucking year.
But you know what? He kind of delivers every year.
No, he does. That's why it's
like a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. I mean, and technically it is, if it's bigger than the last year's show, then it's definitely the biggest one they've done.
No, and I agree. I think it's funny because it's like, okay, every time I say, yeah, it'll be the biggest show we've ever done. Yes.
He's the one-upper that's trying to one-up himself. I love
it. It's called self-improvement. I'm just saying.
So you're the same guy. Okay, gotcha.
All right. So additionally, it sounds like the zombie walk he said it's probably gonna return. So, for those of you who like marching in costumes in middle of the day heat in Florida, I call you masochists. But if you want to do that, it's gonna happen. Group masochism. Enjoy.
In defense of that, first of all, it's the zombie walk. It's not the pretty people walk. It's the zombie walk. So it kind of goes hand in hand.
Often authentic.
But one of the things I do want to announce, and we will be putting the event up later, as you know, our friend David passed away right after Spooky. He was the not the headmaster. He was the head priest of the Cthulhu cultists.
I like the term Grand Poobah.
He was the Grand Poobah of the Cthulhu cultists. We originally were trying to get Cthulhu into office. So what we're going to do is the Cthulhu cultists are going to gather one last time in his honor for the zombie walk. So if you are a fan of Cthulhu and you want to join the cult, information will be on the event page, probably tomorrow. So we want you to join us and celebrate he that was Cthulhu in the flesh.
Yeah.
So, but zombie walk, yes.
I am so excited about that, though.
He would love that. He really would love that.
I am.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it.
Me and Sabrina were just talking about that, and we are going full out. And you know us, we don't costume. We're gonna fucking do that.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
This is amazing.
Hell yeah. We need a new tentacle, guys.
Oh yeah.
I might be working on one this summer, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right.
I got stuff in the works this year. I'll tell you that.
I am super excited that they're having the walk though. It's something we haven't seen in a few years. And to be
Yeah.
honest with you, when I think zombie walk, I mean, that's the first thing I think of is spooky.
You know what? I
So
like it much more than the clown walk or the other ones they've tried. Honestly, just stick with it. The other ones are kind of like fine. You're just trying to change it for the sake of changing it, not necessarily having making it better.
well,
The
I
zombie
think
walk, it's spooky. It's
I
big-
think I mean you can theme it to what what's going on at the con that year. So any walk, to be honest with you, would be awesome. And it's just it's an opportunity to get people out there, doing your makeup up and just going out. It's just one of the many events
it
that people
off
can
right.
get together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. It is.
it's a great kickoff
that- It is.
for the-
It really is. And then the parade, and when they get to the hotel, and it's just this whole like celebration. I love it.
Yeah.
Walk,
So
pick
one
it
of
up,
the
get it
great
going.
things is especially when we're on International Drive, it's like actually going along International Drive and the cars stopping. And there's so many of the zombies that are like in character and they're on the cars and at the windows. And it's even just as a spectator, it's amazing to see. You will never see anything like it. Just look at Spooky Empire Zombie Walk on YouTube and you'll see 15 million videos and they're all amazing.
Let's be honest, those cars are going to stop anyway on International Drive. So
Exactly.
Very true.
But if I can have one thing, it's my only thing is don't fucking touch the cars. Like that is like every time I saw that, I'm like, ugh, don't do that. Don't
Yes. No.
do that.
Agreed.
Don't do
Agreed.
that because if that was me at the stoplight, I will be full on out of my car.
Rage.
And you don't. No.
I'm with you, Mike. I'm with you, Mike.
Yes, thank you. I
am
know
as
you
well.
are, but
Don't touch my shit.
Regardless,
I
on the
will-
other side of the fence.
I might be
I have a
5'4",
piece of crud, but you
I
know
will
what? It's
kick
my
your
piece
ass.
of crud.
I doubt it.
Yeah. No, it's team shirtless over there.
You gotta stick together, Mike.
Yeah.
Kitty
Okay,
committee.
so other little things to note that are going to be really cool. We mentioned the car show. That seems to be a definite.
I am so looking forward to that.
Here's the cool thing. I don't think this has been around for 5 or 6 years. I don't remember the last time they've had it. The return of Spooky TV.
Yes.
So
Okay.
for those
For
of you who
that
might
don't know
not,
what Spooky TV is, please
Yeah.
educate the masses.
for those of you who you may not have been around when we were doing it, or they were doing it rather. Basically, it would be piped into on one of the hotel channels. So you would just go to channel 25 or whatever, and there you would have. Sometimes they'd have live panels being streamed. Sometimes they would have old ones, like just that. Hey, here's when we had so and so from last year. Watch this now. Here's old costume contest footage. It lets you take part of the convention without actually having to leave the comfort of your room. And best of all, the single best feature of Spooky TV is Mangelli shots. Does anyone else remember Mangelli shots?
Yes. Okay. So there is a video of me the very first year I dressed up as Petey, and it was my friend Will at the other end of the hotel room as I'm running back and forth, doing the whole sound, going. And yeah, and doing Jello shots too.
Nice.
Mangelli shots. Give it proper respect.
Yeah, no, same thing, but
Yeah, so it's like I'm curious if they'll be playing some of the old ones from it was like the first Mayhem, I think, where they were taking footage from, because he was with a woman named Lacey Wild, who for a couple years was a brief regular at the shows. I will let you look her up. It's WILD.
I think it's DD or triple D or
Yeah,
quadruple.
it's also star of Plastic Surgery, Nightmare, and Mom is Too Sexy on MTV. These are the things she was on. So
She
check it
was
out.
on TV and Dr. Drew and shit like that. And yeah. But no, Lacey Wild, for those- she was like,
Yes. And the blonde. She's like blonde, shorter. Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's
She was always topless.
she is this.
Yeah. She always topless.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's I think she like last was like Triple J was something like that.
The best. just
oh
right-
yeah, now I know her.
Yeah.
The funniest thing is apparently, she was just always looking for a gimmick to be famous or whatever. But at one time she was like billing herself as a large-breasted ghost psychic or something like that, or like, yeah, look it up. It was out there where she was like a paranormal researcher, but it was all about, you know, working in the boobs to contact ghosts.
Okay, well, I mean, I was gonna say, are they like dowsing rods? They let you know where the activity is.
That's not a bad gimmick, yes. You know,
You know what? I'm afraid I never attended a seance. So
That is ridiculous. What's her name again?
Lacey Wild.
No, I'm just kidding.
Wild with 3 B's.
But here's one of the, oh, hi Sabrina.
Hi, Sabrina.
hi, Sabrina.
Sorry, Mike has to go to the bathroom, so Sabrina's filling in for me for a second.
Speaking of big-breasted women, hi Sabrina.
Perfect. We're talking about boobies.
Yeah,
Welcome.
There they are. I found them.
Yay.
Lacey Wild, that's one of the things that Spooky TV would do is you see a lot of old footage from like old spooky parties. It's like they had Joe Vitrello and a couple other people that would go around with a microphone interviewing guests as well as celebrities that were out at the pool. So you could see some great, you know, past spooky moments. I mean, Mo, I think we can even see Mo on Spooky TV if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah.
I'm everywhere. I'm on a lot of videos, but it kind of gets you in the mood for the con if you really think about it. Like, how many times are you going to go back to your room? I mean, you're basically kind of in a bubble whenever you're going to the con. You're there for like what, 3-4 days, and you go look at you go out to the panel room, or you go see a panel. You go through the vendor room. You go back. You do a costume change. What's on the TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it kind of keeps you in the mood, keeps you in the mindset, makes me want to go back out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just me.
No,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
it's
that's a good
it's
gimmick.
great for, it's like, you know, okay, you want a little downtime, but you always feel like you're missing something when sometimes you need to get away, and this kind of keeps you plugged in at a distance, and it's wonderful.
Yeah,
Yep,
especially
I dig
like
it.
you get sick at the convention or whatever, or if you're having too much anxiety, you know, whatever, you're hungover, it's still in the room.
Yeah,
That's an extremely good
honestly,
point.
so Spooky TV, that as many thumbs as I got up, I'm very excited.
One of my favorite parts of Spooky, to be honest. And at the Hyatt, because the Hyatt, and we've mentioned this on previous shows, but they actually have the TV in the mirror in the bathroom. Watching Spooky TV while you're shitting in the bathroom, I mean, that's got to be like Mike's.
But you know what? It
there.
doesn't really work because the mirror and the bathroom are kind of facing the same direction. So you're sitting here, the
It
TV's
depends on the room. It depends on the
you
room.
actually have to hang a
Rob,
second mirror
Rob,
on the wall. So you can
Rob,
stare.
quit ruining Christmas, or in this case, Halloween. Quit ruining it.
Look, I took a fantastic picture of myself with that TV screen one year in the mirror. So it worked out really well.
That's a dope
Actually, if
hotel.
remember
I really
correctly,
like it.
It was the Hyatt where Mike and I connected, and we did our double decker.
Yes. No. What?
No, no.
What? What?
Mike and I did a double decker. Yeah.
Yes, because it wasn't in our room, because at that point me and Sabrina had our own. Yes.
Oh, the
it
picture.
was.
Okay, the picture.
Yes, it was.
Yes. Okay.
Because sometimes if two people have to shit, so you
No,
got.
I shit on top, you shit in the bottom. Yeah, that's how we did.
And
That is still one of the best memories I've ever had. Like, everybody's like, "What's Spooky like?" I show them that picture. They're like, "Oh," and I'm like, "No, that's what it's like." They're like,
Double deckers and
"Really?"
blue waffles, guys. That's what
Exactly.
No, we had the blue waffle party at the DoubleTree. though,
That was
didn't
for
we?
Dementia's birthday.
That's right.
We had the waffle iron and everything.
You know, we had an
I
interesting
mean,
question
that
come
was-
in here, and I don't know the answer to it, but Allison just asked, whatever happened to Joe and the other moderator? They've been gone for a while now.
Joe's still around. I think Joe's doing his own thing now. Because that's what happens. Sometimes people grow apart. They want to do their own projects. But I mean, Joe still comes back every now and then. I've seen him like moderate a couple of panels. So I just
We
think
ran in-
Well,
yeah,
they,
we ran
they
into
got Kid
Joe at
Cadet
the,
now. She's awesome.
well, I think the last time I think we saw Joe was at it was one of the Krampus parties.
yeah, the spooky Krampus party, and he was
It
drunk.
wasn't a spooky Krampus one. No. This was the one over
Oh, Krampus knocked. Yeah.
yeah, Krampus not.
Oh, okay, yeah. At a Hammerlam.
Yeah.
Well, no, this was no, not the Hammerlamb. This was another one. This was over by Southern Nights. I don't remember the bar that it was at though. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Hammerlam.
Well,
No.
Wait, okay, wait, hold on.
This had nothing to do with spooky. It was on
Gotcha,
Colonial,
gotcha. Yes.
or not quite on Colonial. Off of, anyway, it's Down by that vegan bakery that's so popular.
Yeah, but I mean, from so PD basically contacted us, and because we got the in, we got the in. But yeah, talking about VIP, they got a big sponsor for the VIP party this year that they're going to announce. They got some big guest announcements they're going to announce over the next couple of weeks.
So just stay tuned, folks. There's all sorts of good stuff coming.
Yeah, he's got some shit up his sleeve, and it's not actual shit.
Got some stuff sliding down the leg of his pants. See, we've got some stuff coming.
Exactly. Zombie walk, spooky TV, car show, got all of these, not even just the guests, it's like all these cool things that are actually coming to spooky.
Yeah.
So it's not just like a big vendor and big autograph room. No, there's going to be literally stuff everywhere.
Yeah, but I think the most important takeaway from that message that he sent us was that he's not done announcing. Like the big one has not hit yet.
Oh no.
So I'm excited.
More coming. Yeah. No, this is all teaser. This is all foreplay. That's what all this shit is.
Well, and my thing, like
What's
what
that?
I was just saying, like there's the big one hasn't hit, and we've hit a lot of big ones in this list. Like we're still a couple months out. Normally the big one doesn't hit till like a month and a half out. There's still a lot, and I am so excited on
Oh man, it's gonna be
what
good.
the hell is coming, because I just know in
Etching,
in
like
April,
we're edging.
just talking with Petey, he's like, it's gonna be huge. Well, so far it's
That's right,
huge.
Mo, I went there.
Like so far it's huge. Now it's gonna be like, what the hell? Like I'm excited. I really am excited about this one.
Same.
That's what. Okay, but to bring it on a not necessarily a downer note, but something that we've seen recently is the crop up of scammers. Spooky is so big that apparently there are imposters now. There are scammers. Past couple years, we've seen this pop up where all these fake accounts. Before it was just, oh, I have spooky tickets. Who wants to buy them? And then people got scammed. Fuck you, Deadpool. But apparently now there are pages and events pretending to be spooky. Like.
Yeah, it's been happening to bigger conventions for a while. And now it's, this is just another way how assholes can make a little bit, try to scam some, people who just, they don't know better, I guess you could say it like that. I don't want to call them stupid because you know what, if you're kind of new to a search for Spooky Empire and this is the first thing you see, you buy in, you don't quite put two and two together. So.
Hold on. I one thing I will say is, and this, you can come at me for it. I don't care. I saw like one of the spam pages was SPOKY Empire, Spokky Empire.
What?
Yeah.
If that isn't a fucking clue, I don't know. Like I said, you can fight me. That's fine. But if you see SPOKY and you're buying tickets from them.
I mean, you kind of deserve it. I'm sorry.
Again, it's just they're getting the people who I'm not going to call them slow. We'll just say they're not paying.
Mo's got something to say.
No. It's just they don't know. They don't know. You got a lot of newcomers that actually come in. They're like, oh shit, what's this spooky thing all about? This is for my first time in Florida, and oh, somebody's reaching, this company, I see this page and I'm like, oh, let me go ahead and check it out. I mean,
well, here's the other way that they'll kind of get you, and they'll do it through like link traps, so to speak. It's like if the link shows up through something else and you don't, if it's one thing when you're directly on Facebook, you can read the link and it looks fine. But if the link gets passed to you some other way where you don't have the preview page, it's real easy to just not pay attention. You look at the picture and you scroll down. So it's, again, I think anyone who's kind of dialed in a little bit wouldn't get caught, but apparently they're successful enough that they keep doing it. Otherwise they wouldn't.
Well, Nate and I talk about that all the time because when we were trying to rent this house years ago, it was literally like 9 out of 10 Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace ads were scams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I can't be there to meet you to, show you the house or whatever. I'll leave the key, but first you got to give me a deposit. And it's like, what? No. But the problem is that if one person, just one person does that and falls for it and pays them, then that's enough for them to continue doing it.
Yeah.
Happens a lot. I mean, they've tried it with me a couple times. They'd send me a link or something. I was like, oh hey, and it's actually happened to me before, but I never, I caught on. I was like, holy shit, this is a fucking scam. I can't believe this.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
funny. Last year, I did see one of these scammers trying to sell tickets, but it was like the day after the show.
I remember that.
So I messaged them. I had a long ass conversation, and I would have posted it. I would have shared it, but honestly, I kind of felt I may have even crossed the line, like going a little bit too, not threatening, but like I said some creepy shit. And I'm like, yeah, if someone else saw that, yeah, I know it's a scammer, but so.
But to be fair, and this is something I wish he would start like a page of his own or something, because he likes to mess with scammers. Like just earlier, I heard him on a phone call. And like some guy, I don't know what the hell he was selling, but
mortgage stuff.
Rob's like, oh, hi, Philip, how are you? I'm getting blowjobs from 2 hookers right now. What are you doing?
Oh gosh.
It's amazing.
It's like that's what people should do if they get those like friend requests from the Spokky Empire or whatever. Send like some dirty ass fucking dick pic or something.
Well, see, that's where me and Rob would be great with a page, because I do the same exact thing. I get a spam call, I go full on just annoying as fuck, or I am full on, yes, very nice. You were Jamarat, so let's go. You want to stir a goat?
Let me tell you, just for anyone who wants a hint to deal with those calls, and not deal with them, you can't ask to get off of them. You sometimes, if you go through with it the whole and get signed up, maybe you get taken off. But one thing you can really do to hurt them, keep them on the phone as long as you possibly can. Because if they're not getting anywhere, they're supposed to disconnect the call immediately. So if you can keep these people on the phone for 5 or 10 minutes, my personal record is 16.
Oh wow.
And I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm looking for this. Hold on, just give me another second. You put the phone down. So, that's where things start to get effed up for them, because they've just spent 16 minutes dealing with one call and got nothing for it.
You know what? I just came up with a great idea, and I think we'll talk about this in private, and we'll explore it more on the next webcast. But I think we should hold a contest for, and especially with these spooky scammers now, who can fuck with them the best? Who can fuck with them the most? So if, like, we kind of do the same thing like Rob and Mike are talking about, and just fuck with them to the point where they just give up. It's like, hey, you scam Spooky, guess what you get?
Show them your butthole.
Yeah, or show them your butthole, exactly.
I like that. I think if Spooky Fam starts messaging these scam sites or whatever, keeps them going, and like the best conversation will win like dinner on us or something.
That's gonna be hard to judge.
Yeah, I'm not gonna judge that stuff. So
I don't want to see buttholes.
It's for a good cause.
For yourself.
I'm not going to show you my butthole. I'm going to Google a butthole.
A butthole.
It's not going to be mine.
Just show them Tub Girl, okay? That'll.
We need to bring Tub Girl back. We just like mass send them Tub Girl. But yeah, just anything official from Spooky is going to come from spookyempire.com. And if you're ever curious, anybody asks you, tickets, blah, 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 always info@spookyempire.com. They will always tell you if it's legit or not. Always check with Spooky.
Always.
And you will never get a friend request from Spooky. Like Age, you will never get a friend request from Spooky.
Truth. That is the truth.
From Spokky Empire.
From Spokky Empire.
I love it. I want t-shirts that just Spokky Empire and just a real shitty font, like Comic Sans.
Comic Sans.
All right. So speaking of Spooky Fam, we do have to take it down a little bit, because unfortunately in the past couple of years, we've lost and had so many of us have I don't even know the word I'm looking for. We've become so close and everything. And unfortunately, another of our Spooky Fam, she needs our help. Angelica Torres, she's been around as long as I can remember. And we were at like the second Spooky that there was. And she's been around. She's at every single Spooky. She's just fun, and she's one of those that's always happy and always bubbly, and it's kind of infectious because she's just always so fucking annoyingly happy. Unfortunately, she's been diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, which really, really sucks. She's also got to take care of her aging parents, so she's got to GoFundMe. I'm having trouble finding words. Rob, you want to?
Well, it's like I said, I can't confess to knowing her, although it's funny. I don't really know her, but I know that she's been around forever. Like, she's been friends with so many of my friends for a long time. So again, she's been in this for a while. She's in a bad position, and yeah, it does need help. I'm about to post a link to her GoFundMe. I think this will work in the
It's spooky fam, so anything you can do, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, stage 4 breast cancer, I can't even imagine.
So we'll post it later on the page as well. But so like I said, if you guys can help out, that would be cool. That's, you know what, again, it's just what we've lost people, a lot of people who've been going to this show for a while. You know, we've already talked about our friend David, who, you know, most of you know, or at least had seen.
Yeah, Dan Beadle that just recently had a heart attack, and
Yeah, I mean, I know we've been around. I know a lot of us are getting older, a lot of the original fans, but man, it's too soon for this.
yeah. But it's especially in times like this, especially because of the pandemic and COVID, I think we really learned who family is. And it's like, we keep saying spooky family, and we're all spooky family, but anything we can do to help each other out, you know, even if it's just like, you know, foregoing Starbucks and $5, you know, because I guarantee Angelica needs her spooky family now more than ever.
Indeed.
And I'm going to apologize if there's any shaking or anything. My dog is underfoot because there's fireworks outside, because apparently people are practicing outside.
Yeah, same.
I just saw the doggo and I was like, hey, doggo.
Yeah,
no,
I know.
literally, look at this.
Baby.
She's hiding. Yeah. Poor thing.
Yeah, I can hear mine whining from.
So, hey, I'm changing that right now. Now you got Nikki the Greyhound laying in her crate because of fireworks and all that. So, yeah.
Unfucking believable. Fuck you with your fireworks. All right. But anyway, happier topic. So if you can, please have Angelica, you know, we'll be posting the GoFundMe link. Angelica, we love you. We're here for you.
Or forward the link. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. You can't
forward
do
the
anything.
link.
The link.
Can't do anything. Forward the link. You know,
Yep.
just keep it going.
Yeah.
You know, boost the signal.
Absolutely, that's something that people forget. I mean, it's like, yeah, even if you can't do something, if you have just a couple unique people on your list who might not see it outside of the spooky realm, that's, guess what? Get it out there. Get it out into the EPA.
You know, everybody that does the whole, pink ribbon for breast cancer. You know what? Fuck the pink ribbon. Now is when you're needed.
That's right.
Yeah. So I can't even. Angelica, we love you. We're going to see you in October and we're going to hang out and it's going to be fucking amazing. So switching topics. One of the things I wanted to talk about, and I've seen this on TikTok a lot, it's just, you know, creating a lot of great horror discussion. And especially over the summer, we know there's really not a lot of good horror out there. And any horror that's out there, it's a franchise or a remake, you know, Halloween Kills, Conjuring 3, you know, it's okay. So one of the things I thought would be fun to discuss is what horror, and the people in chat, you can chime in too. Horror that you think could definitely use a remake.
Oh, I got one. So,
Okay.
and it might not be a favorite. So, I think if they could do it well, a Lost Boys remake,
Interesting.
but not the whole Twilight sparkly shit. Like, if they could do like a slightly like more hardcore, you know, more blood guts type deal, I think that could be a damn good remake. But they have to do it right.
Which is free on
Yeah.
YouTube right now. Lost
Is
Boys
it?
is free on YouTube. Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
I love Lost Boys. I love it. But
Okay.
they have to bring back Tom with the saxophone. He has to be in it. He has to be in it.
No, wait. I have another request. Bring back Corey Feldman.
No, he'll be a vampire.
For the zombie walk.
He'll be a vampire.
Yes. A Michael Jackson looking vampire. I love it. I'm in for that. I'm here for it.
I'm gonna bite you. Sorry, I've been drinking a lot. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize for that. That's a brilliant idea.
I love it. I'm here for it. I'm 100% here for it. Give Corey Feldman some work. I love it.
Please.
Rob, you have a choice?
Me?
Yeah.
Chud.
Really?
I don't know.
I actually have an idea, and I think Robbie might get mad at me for this. I'm actually going to say Hellraiser. Now, hold on a sec.
No.
Wait, hold on. If you go back and watch the original, yes, it's a good movie, but the special effects are completely 100% 80s cheese. Modern special effects, I think it could use a whole new update with special effects.
I want to say it's already in the works.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey,
wow.
so hold on, Jason, what did you just say about it?
If you want to swing it over here. real
Yeah,
quick.
hold on. Jason's in the pool, but he just brought up a thing about that.
I am fully aware of the remake that's in the works with a female Cenobite this time. And I
Correct.
said it's probably a good thing they're using a woman, because if there's going to be hell raised, it's likely to be a woman causing it.
Yeah. So that's from the words of Jason himself.
Okay, I will accept that answer. Okay, because I know it was an issue for a while, and I know Doug Bradley actually had T-shirts. He wasn't a fan of remakes. They're a waste of good celluloid, which he's absolutely right. I don't think Hollywood now is able to handle it, but I do think the Hellraiser story does need to be rebooted with a female. I'm okay with that. But just all the special effects that were in the original, I think they could use a massive, massive update.
I feel like that would go over better if the lead Cenobite priest or whatever was more androgynous.
I like that.
Okay, you can't tell. You know what I mean? Like just something very. I mean,
I like that.
because of the
Tilda-
character itself.
Tilda Swinton ain't doing anything right now, so
Ooh.
Fucking
Yeah,
A, dude.
right?
That's a good idea.
Right?
Yes.
God damn, Mo, you're bringing it.
God
Oh,
damn it.
yeah.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, I agree
Yes,
with that. I
agreed.
fully agree
Someone
with
get
Oh
to
my gosh, you
Photoshop
were
now.
so good.
Get to Photoshop now. I need to see this.
It would be so good.
Tilda Swinton as a Cenobite. I need to see
Yes.
this. This needs to happen. I fucking love it.
I think she did a
Well,
great job.
Robbie, what would you remake?
You know, I was thinking about it the other day. Reanimator. I feel could do.
Interesting choice.
Yes, I think that could definitely use because of the same thing. You know, I mean the story has potential, and it was creepy and everything, but it was so cheese. Oh my god. And I feel like they could definitely. I'm awful with names, but the same guy. I mean, he's around,
Yeah.
so they can definitely bring him back and make it practical effects, but still better. I think that would be great. Or maybe not a remake, but a reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
I'd be okay with that. Well, Mo, what about you?
I'd like them. I would definitely like to see a new series. I don't know about a remake, but a new series, maybe another Tales from the Crypt.
Oh,
Like bring in like guest directors and guest storytellers, and every
the Masters of Horror series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just a newer like a newer one, like if HBO actually on HBO Max, if they push that and bring in the puppet and all that good stuff, and
That'd be awesome.
So almost kind of like what they did with the
Creep show.
Twilight Zone.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
like with CBS brought back
Yeah.
the Twilight Zone. Didn't it
And
get
I loved it.
canceled? Didn't it get canceled?
Yeah, it did, and I don't
Yeah.
know why, because it was wonderful. Me and Sabrina loved that. We thought they did an amazing job with it.
Oh, that's because no, we're gonna go into
Yeah.
I'm gonna start bitching and
I
moaning.
know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start bitching and moaning. It's all this. I mean, yeah. It's just it's profit over
Oh, yeah.
content. It's profit over content nowadays. I mean,
Oh,
it's just pushing
3000%.
something. You push something. You got the whole showrunner thing. You get a showrunner. You purchase a season or two, and you get really into a story, and then they cancel it, and then it gets bought off by like Netflix or something like that, or somebody else.
Well, if they're
So-
lucky, they'll get bought out by Netflix.
If they're
and do
lucky.
something fucking awesome. Right.
They did it with Lucifer. I mean, the current one. I mean, that's got to. My wife loves that fucking show. I've never seen
Everybody
it myself,
does. It's porn. Let's face it, it's porn.
Red Shoe Diaries.
Freaky sex. So
I have nothing against it. I think it looks cool. It's just like, oh yeah, his superpower is you can see your deepest desire. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do that. You know, and if I was drinking for 20 minutes, I can figure that out, you know, just by talking to somebody for half an hour. So, I mean, I don't know. I just don't get it.
No, I'm with you. Rob, what in the chat room? Do we have any suggestions in the chat room?
We have Phantasm got mentioned.
Nice. Yes, I am 100% for Phantasm.
Yeah. So,
Ooh.
and you know what I thought about a little bit? Funhouse.
No.
Yes.
No, Funhouse is a time capsule.
It's a time capsule, but I think you could get away with a.
You can't redo Gunther.
You could
No.
read it out there. Okay, then I stick with my original answer. Chud. I want to remake a Chud.
I mean, do you think killer clowns from outer space would be a thing?
I think
I don't
it's
see how you could make. See, the second that movie had like any budget put behind it, it would get ruined. I think.
True.
yes. Because it was just complete and utter cheese, and that's what I really like.
But
about
here's
it.
an idea.
True.
Now this was like considered an amazing special effects movie in like 1991. The Lawnmower Man.
Oh,
Now, have you actually gone back to look
Did
at
you
the
just mention the
graphics
Lawnmower
of the
Man?
Lawnmower
Yeah.
Man?
Oh,
Holy crap!
That's a good one. Yeah, that's fun.
the CGI they have now, it would be outstanding. Yeah.
Well, you'd have to go a complete because you know, you
Virtual reality, 3,000%,
reality
yeah.
scenario now would be mind blowing.
Complete relevant. Yeah, I love it. Lawnmower Man. I'm gonna change my answer. I love that.
That's good. Yeah, I like that.
But Mo, you were saying ooh.
Oh, well, I mean, you could consider it horror, I mean, semi-horror. Constantine. I'd love to see a sequel to
Sequel.
Constantine.
Yes.
Not a, and I'm talking about the movie Keanu Reeves version. I
Yes.
would love to see a
Sure.
sequel to
Tilda
that.
Swinton.
I
Not
love
a
that
remake.
movie. Yeah, totally. I love that. That's so good.
Okay, I like this. This could be really interesting. All right, one of the things we also wanted to talk about, Prometheus Esoterica. You know, we love talking about those guys. And Prometheus Esoterica is the reason Rob is not shirtless tonight.
That's correct because I wanted to show. Hold on, I'm just going to kill my background for a minute so I can show off the shirt just a little bit better. But this is my one of the purchases I made, and it's a cool shirt, and it's a tiki classic monster party, and I'd show you more, but I can't. So it's awesome though, and it features the Invisible Man doing the limbo. Good stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
And it's
I have
DOA, right? DOA.
Yeah, DOA.
DOA.
I have a question.
Yeah, at Spooky. Yeah.
Yeah, do they come in men's sizes though? I know.
But
No,
and
do
then-
they? No, actually, do they come? Do they have a larger size than that? Because that actually looks like a dope shirt.
It's a cool. It's very comfy. This is a 2X. I know they have 3. I don't know what's after that. 4, I suppose. I don't know how much bigger they get though.
Mhm.
So they do have bigger than this, and this is a little bit big on me too.
Yeah, they just recently expanded the shop a little bit, and they have some more like plus size inclusive stuff that they just, I mean, finally I could get something from Prometheus. Yes, I know tits, but yeah, so this, I ended up picking up.
Ooh, girl, that looks good.
I love it. Sabrina needs one. So yeah,
Sabrina, you need one of these dresses that Demi has. It looks good. Hold on, Sabrina's coming really quick. Hold on. Hi, Jody.
see-through, but whatever. But yeah, it's like
You guys, I have to show you.
I haven't bought a new dress in years, and this is perfect.
So
I have to
Sabrina
show you
says
what I
that's
bought. Hold on.
awesome.
Okay,
For me,
Robbie,
it's
I know you were there too.
Okay, hold on a second. I gotta show you guys what I bought here.
Oh yeah, Robbie, absolutely.
And it's a fine dress indeed, honey.
Oh shit. Oops. Can you
Yep.
Well, then I plug it in.
I know. Ow, that hurts. Mo knows.
Wow. Wow. Yes.
Love you.
Yeah,
you know
they do.
that.
All right, you guys ready for this?
Oh, I don't know. Are we ready for it?
I don't know if you can see it or not.
Is that a?
You ready?
Oh!
Judgy Jesus.
It follows you.
It does.
Oh my
It is
God.
so
Yeah.
fucking
I
cool.
didn't see it there. Oh my God.
Oh, that's creepy as hell.
super
That's
creepy.
awesome.
I saw you post about that the other day. Wow.
Isn't it fucking awesome?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Rob, you're making that full screen, right?
Hold on, Robbie. Let me.
Yeah, make
It
that full
always
screen.
feels like Someone is watching me. It's Robbie's lighty thing.
Judgy Jesus.
Wow.
You got that at Prometheus?
Yeah.
Oh, crud.
Was it like just a one-off item, or did they have more of those?
No, this is a one-off item. I think it's vintage. Pretty certain it's vintage because of the bulb. But here's the
Oh,
cool
right on.
part, right? The cool part is that it's like hollow. You see?
That's
Yeah,
And
it's,
there's the
it's an
bulb.
optical illusion.
It's an
Yeah.
optical
Yeah.
illusion.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Illusion.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, oh.
That
looks
is pretty cool.
Awesome, Robbie.
Yeah, it's fucking,
is
it's
awesome.
so cool.
that's amazing. Oh,
That is awesome.
they just recently had their summer open house, which was amazing. And the thing is, it's like every time you go to the shop, they're expanding with like more local sellers, like bath bombs. I finally found a new place where I can get bath bombs. They have like Jaws bath bombs, which apparently, I guess, when you which is what I'm gonna be doing on the 4th of July, when you have the shark and you put it in the water, apparently like it turns the water red, which is fucking amazing.
Bruja.
Yeah.
Bruja.
Yeah, it's just,
I like that.
That was a shirt I was wearing earlier.
yeah. No, she
Before I
is.
decided to take my shirt off.
But yeah, they have like such cool stuff. I mean, not even just like all the vintage, really cool stuff like Robbie showed off and swag, but it's like they have great stuff from like local artisans. It's like there's was it Carissa Ross, I think her name is, where she makes like those and Robbie knows what I'm talking about. Oh God, they're like pop sockets. They're like the mouth with the tongue, and the tongue is always different, whether it's forked or it's a tentacle.
It's awesome. It always looks wet. It's super cool. I mean, amongst like a dozen other artists that have amazing art there. And the taxidermy, you guys, I've never seen a place where taxidermy is actually reasonably priced, like affordable. And they have payment plans, and I want a fox.
Yeah, I was like, well,
Yeah,
you
fox,
got,
I'm like,
you got
dying to
something
get the fox.
taxidermy from them, haven't you, Robbie?
Was that? Yeah, I have taxidermy from them.
Which one did you get?
We have a he's an albino raccoon.
Nice.
He's awesome. He's holding a fish. He's super cool. His name
What's
is
his
Ricky.
Ooh.
Does he have a name?
Yeah, his name is Ricky.
Ricky.
Ranger
cool.
Rick. Good deal.
It's okay. I knew him when he was alive, so it's okay.
Oh,
Right.
God.
So real quick, well, as we wind down,
Well, there's two other things before we get to
they're quickies. They're quickies.
what?
But, anyone doing costumes yet? Anyone started work on costumes? We're just a few months away. It's going fast. It's already July, folks, which I don't know how the hell that happened.
Yeah, right.
I just thought about this the other day when you guys brought it up. It's very possible I may try to resurrect the Cenobite original concept Cenobite costume that I had originally started when Doug Bradley was supposed to come the first time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's definitely it's totally original. Like it's out of my brain. So I'm just trying to like make this character fit within that world. And I have the basics. I have them all down. I just need to like detail it because when Matthew came and I was like almost kind of done with the details and everything, I was just like everything went to shit. So I was like, fuck, I got mad. So I was like, I'm not gonna finish it, and it's been kind of sitting here since then. So I think it might be time. And then of course we're doing the Cthulhu walk.
Occultist.
So definitely, that's gonna the cultist gathering. That's gonna be having to revamp that as well, which I'm excited because that's always my favorite.
Well, Mike, please tell me you're doing Club PD.
Oh, I really want to, but like
Please do.
I really want to, but I have to get like supplies and stuff like that, and I'm not good at that shit. I can fix your car. I can't sew. I can't do that shit. Like, no. But
Well done, man.
one of
We
these
can help
days,
you.
I really do want to, because I know I'm not doing the regular PD anymore.
You do Club Kid PD.
That's the thing, and also I'm horrible on skates, so it'll be okay. It's like him on the Jenny Jones show when he busted. That'll be me, like constantly busting my ass because I suck at it. So, but the The only costume that like we're actually working on is the full on Cult of Cthulhu stuff. Because I mean, you know us, we don't costume.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on how long my hair is and whether I want to keep facial hair or not, I might try to do my crow again. But I say that every single year. But it's been what, 8 years?
Wow.
8 years since I did last. Like, yeah. Yeah, I look like I'm 10 when I shave everything off. I don't do it much,
That's
and when I
commitment
do,
too.
it
Yeah.
sucks.
Like,
Yeah.
if you shave, I'll be right there with you because I've got 2 costumes and they are going to require the beard to go away. So,
Oh boy.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, but
Well,
it's-
Right, Mo? No.
yeah, I know. I look awful without the beard. I'm fully aware of that. But
At least you don't look like a potato. You know, I shaved mine
You know
off.
what?
I look like
I-
a fucking
no,
potato.
no, okay, so I look like a 10-year-old when it happens, but in the next 2 weeks, in mid of July, we're going up for a weekend to New Orleans, and it's our first time. It's gonna be our 10-year anniversary that we're going up to New Orleans, and we've never been out of state in that 10 years that we've been together. So I'm hoping to find.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk.
Yeah, do the tour,
might-
man.
I know
Do
New
the
Orleans.
cemetery tour.
Now, we're going up with a group of people, but it's one of those to where we're leaving Friday at like, so our anniversary's on Thursday. We're leaving Friday at like 2 o'clock in the morning, something like
We're
that.
leaving early.
Driving all the way up, and we'll be there Friday, Saturday, and leaving Sunday. So it's a short thing, but we're doing it,
Oh
and
yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
we're excited with that. Hopefully, I can find something up there and think of a costume because I really want to do that.
That's so cool. Rob, what's one of your 2 costumes? You gotta give us, at least one of them.
I'll just give them out. I'm not well. Okay, the one of them I am doing Sam Neill from In the Mouth of Madness. So
Ooh.
I've got stuff ordered. I may even have that, more or less done this weekend. And then,
Do you read Sutter Kane?
yeah, do you read Sutter Kane? No, next weekend I should have it done by because we have a little event that I might need to have it ready to go for at the last, just like that. And then I don't know of how many of you, and this is going to depend on if I get the right people to help me with the makeup for the couple little details I need, but yeah, I take it back. I'm gonna hold off on that announcement. Not as a tease. Just I don't want to even say it because I don't want anyone to make me commit because I don't know if it's within my skill level yet. So
That's fair.
Okay. Well, Mo, what about you?
The wish.com version of DJ Khaled.
Nice.
Son of a bitch!
I'm here.
You played yourself on Witch.
See, just every time I appreciate you, I just think of Mo now because now it's just not Mo. I need you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna need that from you, dude.
What
I
about
can't believe
you,
I'm actually.
Samantha?
I can't believe I'm actually saying this on. I hate that guy. I hate that guy so much.
What?
I wish I
My
looked like
other
something else.
costumes, I'm gonna be Mo. I have wonderful amounts of Hawaiian shirts at the house that I got from Walmart that are amazing. If you've seen me and my profile picture is me and Jason dressed up the same way because we bought the same pants from Rural King and we bought the same shirt from Walmart. I'm gonna do that with Mo. So
Dude,
Mo, we need to
I
get
just-
on to that. We're
You
doing
let
it.
me know when. You let me know when. I'll bring my whole, my whole ensemble. Yeah,
We'll
definitely.
do
man.
this. We'll do this. It'll be Mo and Little Mo. We got this.
So in. I'm here for it.
all right.
I fucking love it. All right. Well, one last thing before we get on to the game. And I know this is a big one. Robbie and I both go nuts every year over this because 4th of July weekend, we don't give a shit about patriotism. We give a shit about Halloween hunting. Halloween hunting season has begun.
Ooh.
So we will just let you know right now, Joann's has their fabrics out, Old Time Pottery. If you especially like vintage Halloween stuff, Old Time Pottery is the place to go for that. At Home, which is like the treasure trove every year, they're starting to put out their stuff. I mean, Robbie, you posted some pictures.
Yeah, I did. So here's the thing. This is what I learned last year. And I don't know if it was because COVID was happening or not, but a lot of places put their stuff out early and then they sold out early. and they did not restock.
Yep.
All right, so this is not a drill, people. Okay, if there's something that you want as a Halloween decoration, just make sure you get it, because it's very
This has
possible
to
that
work.
by September it may not be around.
Yeah.
This ain't a game. This for real.
This is for real.
This is real life.
So can I hit on the in the middle of nowhere person on this part? So tomorrow morning, Sabrina is driving at 6 o'clock in the morning, going over to Geneva to her grandma's house to watch the parade. And that on the way home, she is hitting all those stores because we do not have a Joann's. We do not have it at homes. I didn't even know what the fuck that was until you said something about it.
There's
All
people
those
at Joann's on the route back.
Yeah.
Oh, she'll figure it out. Well,
Oh
she'll
no,
figure it
if I know how she's gonna do the drive.
all
and I-
back roads. All back roads. Yeah.
Okay, no. Then there is there's a Joann's on her way back.
Yep.
There is the Old Time Pottery Barn, Old Time Pottery. She can also hit that.
Now where is the
Joann's.
old time pottery? Is that outside of Sanford or?
Well, she would have to swing down to Castleberry, which isn't. It's no. It's
It just
she can do it.
depends which way she's going, because remember they live like far west north.
Yeah,
No,
because
but if you
normally
don't
she goes
keep
past
it,
the Stanford
that's-
Airport, goes through downtown Stanford, turns past that, goes past the mall right there before 75.
Yeah, I know
No,
how
no.
she actually
Can't
how
stay
she.
on 9-4.
I know that area very well, but basically she would have to take like a 10-minute detour south, and then
Okay.
she can go right back.
Yeah. Well, one
Hey,
of the
Sabrina, you're going to Old Pottery Barn. All right, she's
Pottery barn.
whatever it is, same thing.
Also,
She
you
knows where
guys,
she's
by the
going.
way, Home Depot has put out their Halloween collection online. And you can
Lowe's
go and
has
do-
not.
All the animatronics and stuff are online. So
Yeah, the 12-foot skeleton will be back. So if you did not get the 12-foot skeleton last year, you have the opportunity. And honestly, I think a 12-foot skeleton is something you could decorate year round.
agreed.
You know, if you're going to do it right.
Hey, look what they did at Gods. Gods and Monsters. They use theirs for an
Oh, yeah.
apocalyptic version.
They have an
Yeah.
evil queen.
So we have looked into that. Lowe's has not put anything out yet, or
No,
even
they don't till
online
later
with
on.
it.
Trust me,
Um,
Robbie and I are
Home
scientists.
Yeah, there's a list actually. Somebody put a list. There's like a
Okay.
like
One
a,
of the
like a
things
chart.
that we would do, Robbie and I are going to get together like in the next month, and we're going to do some lives from the page.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get together. We're going to show you how to Halloween hunt right.
Good. Okay.
Absolutely.
There's
Because
no-
our local Home Depot is 35 minutes from us, so we need time.
We
not
know
local.
when to tell you when to go.
It's not local at all.
But yeah, so that's what we got for Halloween hunting so far. You know, keep an eye on the page, because not only are we going to be posting stuff, but like I said, when we go shopping, we'll show you how to do it right. You know, Big Lots and Michael's, and we know what stores have what when. So if you like that sort of thing, you want your spooky decor year round, keep an eye on the page, because we're going to be going live and showing you all that stuff.
I
All right,
also
now,
have a hookup. Oh, sorry. I also have a hookup with Big Lots. So if you ever want to know information about that,
What?
let me
What did
know.
you just say? What the
I have
fuck
a
did you say?
hookup, Big Lots. So my friend Joe lives 2 blocks away from me, and his dad was a custodian at one of our schools for 30-something years,
Okay.
and I know him so well.
I'm
He
ready.
works at Big Lots, and he lets us know when stuff is coming in. So if I find out something, I will let y'all know.
I better be the second person to hear about that.
Oh, I will let y'all know. I will let you know. So far, they haven't gotten anything in.
No, they don't yet. They don't yet. Not for a couple
But
more
in the
weeks.
next
No,
2
no, I know.
weeks, they're expecting stuff.
So in our chat, I'm actually going to put a picture of the chart. There's a chart.
Yes, there is a chart.
There's a chart.
This is serious business, folks.
This is serious
This is
business.
how we
It's
decorate
real
our
life.
year round.
It is
It's
because
real.
it's not only, let's be honest, it's not only Halloween decorations, it's year round.
Big Pump is the finest bitch.
So here we go, Halloween hunting, okay? And it gives you a timeline of when everything's
What
coming up.
month? Usually it's at home,
At
Joanne's.
home, right,
Michael's.
yes,
Yeah.
at home, then July, Big Lots, Cracker Barrel, Hallmark, Jane.com, I don't know what that is, Joanne Fabrics, Michael's, Yankee Candle, and Zulily.
Yep, and we will keep you apprised every week of what has stuff and so on and so forth.
And then
That
obviously,
being- Yep, that being said, I think we are at the game portion.
Yes. So, folks, tonight it's another round of the Rotten Tomatoes game featuring some of the movies that our new announced guests have been in.
Oh shit. Okay.
So invite your friends to play. Tell everyone you know. Invite mom and dad. Bring in the kids. It's the game that everyone loves. So
Matthew,
here we
dance 80%.
All right,
Sorry.
so we're going to start out with a couple movies by Mr. Freddie Prinz Jr. And we already discussed it once before. We're going to bring it up again. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Okay.
What did that get according to Rotten Tomatoes? Again, it doesn't show exactly the total quality. It's how many people generally like it versus how many do not. So what is the percentage of people who like it? Again, the film is the classic. I Know What You Did Last Summer, starring Freddie Prinz Jr., Ryan Philippe,
Philippe, it's French.
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Buffy.
I am gonna say 87%.
I'm going to say 52.
I was gonna say 56.
I'm going to say 65.
I'm gonna say
I also have a special guest, Jason, who's going to.
Now this is for I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yep.
I Know What You Did Last Summer, Jason.
As much as I love the film, I'm gonna go 27.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay.
Dang.
I love the film.
I love the film also. Yeah.
All right. Well, 20. I think you get it then. I Know What You Did Last Summer is rotten at 43%.
Wow.
Oh, did I get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Woo!
Nice.
Surprise, you get nothing.
All right. So next we have, and Sarah, Allison, keep playing. Sorry you guys didn't win, but keep enjoying. All right. Next question or next film. Another Freddie Prinz Jr. classic, Wing Commander, based on the video game. Was actually best known for. It was the first movie to have the trailer for Phantom Menace. That's the sole reason most people went to see this movie.
Isn't Mark Hamill in that movie?
He might be. Hell if I know. I didn't see it.
And it's free on YouTube as well.
All right,
I'm
well,
gonna
let's
say
know what-
15%.
15% from Mo. It was actually best known for. It was the movie that had the trailer for Phantom.
I'm going to go 21.
Okay.
Even though
I'm
probably
gonna say 8%.
Robbie, 8 or 18?
8.
8.
8.
So Mike's gonna go 36.
Mike taking the high road. Okay.
36.
I'm going 27 again.
Fuck you.
27 again. And all right, Spain. Spain just joined us. Everyone say hi to Spain.
Hi,
Hi,
Spain.
Denny.
And
$1. He's bidding $1, guys.
Joshua chimes in with 25. Allison twisted. The winner is Robbie. Wing Commander is rotten at 10%.
Nice.
Son of a bitch.
Ah.
Really?
10%, folks.
I
Is this-
think that's the lowest movie we've ever done.
I think I can find lower. Truth be told, I try not to go that. I'd say whatever. Anyway, all right. Moving on to Doug Bradley, folks. Hellraiser 1.
Ooh.
In my heart, it's 100%, guys.
100%.
But the reality is more than likely it's not going to be that. I'd say I'm going to go with 92%.
I'm going to say 67 because I think critics didn't get it.
Get out of my fucking head.
$1.
69, dude.
I'm gonna say 70.
I'm gonna say 75 because fuck you, Mo. Love you, but
Is this Price is Right rule?
No, we're not going to go. We're just going to play
99
close.
cents, Bob.
so and Jason.
62.
Jason says
62?
62.
All right. Well, the official winner is Mike on the hosts. However, the actual winner is Spain. Sven guessed 72. Hellraiser is fresh at 73%.
He Googled that shit.
So you guys were all really close.
Good for
Ooh.
you.
Real close. So, all right. All right, now we're gonna, and just because Doug Bradley doesn't really have a lot of other movies, we're gonna go with Hellraiser 2.
Oh.
Why not Nightbreed?
How about Hellraiser 2? I've got
Well,
that.
I want to say, from what I remember, people liked the second one better back then. But are we talking about back then or now, right?
Well, you know what? Rotten Tomatoes actually compiles forever. So
Forever.
the bulk of the reviews
They
do
could
come
go
in
up.
at first, but they can change over time.
Okay.
And I know Robbie knows this, but a little bit of trivia. Pinhead did not actually get his name until the second movie.
Right.
So,
anyway.
and the official title for the record is Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. So let's,
Yes.
put it out
Okay.
there. Hellraiser 2. Okay, Swain has put in his answer. I suspect
Says he didn't cheat.
really good at this.
Fire, 49.
Okay,
65.
Ooh.
69.
Okay.
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 I'm gonna say 71.
53.
Yes.
Dementia, what did you say?
Fuck, 47? Is that what I said?
Something like that.
All right, then we have a two-way tie because it's 50.
Oh,
So split down the middle.
Oh,
All right.
Nice.
And so last, we are going to end with Tom Savini films. We're going to start out with Dawn of the Dead.
wow.
I'm going to go with
Pepper Mall.
38 on this.
I'm going to go 73, actually. Because I think it got critically acclaimed over time. Because it is Romero.
Yeah, but cult classics, yeah, they usually have a low, number initially, and
Yeah, but I think
then
the
it just kind of.
started to love it once they realized how iconic George Romero was. But
I'm gonna go 40.
I'm gonna say 58.
I have higher hopes. I'm going 83.
Oh, wow.
thank you, Jason.
Really?
I do
Jason,
love it. Love that film.
All right. Yeah, we got some 80s also in the
All
comments.
right, well, then, yeah, let's see. Okay, so we have a host winner is Jason. You beat that one.
Woo.
But the actual winner in the chat is Allison at 85. Get this, Dawn of the Dead ranked at 94%.
What the fuck out of here?
Wow, really?
Remember, now this is what
Really?
you need to remember.
Told you.
It doesn't mean they thought it's the best movie ever. They just said, yeah, this is good.
They learned to appreciate Romero later on. I
But
absolutely.
even when this movie came out, it was really well received.
Yes.
This was not, Romero was really hot at the time. This was the immediate
Yeah, but
follow-up.
So,
The
so Mike,
zombies, this is when they realized zombies were a hot thing. Yes.
Yeah, so this was this movie was very critically acclaimed right from the go.
okay with it.
Now, after this is when all these zombie movies with Day of the Dead and everything else where it all went to hell. But Dawn was actually,
Yep.
Here we go. All right, and last but not least, the Tarantino Rodriguez classic with Tom Savini as Sex Machine
Oh, yeah.
from Dusk Till Dawn, folks.
Oh, man, I'm going to go high on that. I'd say a 97.
85.
82.
I'm going 84.
Ooh.
57.
Okay.
Are you fucked?
No, I love the film. Dude, I've seen it so many times.
Jason and he gets it. He gets it.
All right, so let's see. Everyone in the chat, so you guys are pretty active with this one. All right, all right. Well, Jason is the hands down winner. Dusk Till Dawn was barely fresh at 62%.
Really? You
62%?
fucking son of a bitch. Fuck him.
I know my
No
film.
one likes him. Fuck him. Go the fuck away.
I still have my ticket from 94, 95 when I saw it in the theater.
Nice.
Was-
It was a
didn't
great
it-
movie, but yeah, I
It's a
could say,
great film, man.
here's the thing. I think it was really divisive because people were thinking, oh yeah, total Tarantino movie, which is what they got in the first half, and then the curveball came.
Yep.
And I think people said, fuck this.
They didn't get it because, yeah.
So,
They
All
didn't
right,
get
well, folks, there you go. Thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. Tune in. We'll be back in a couple.
Don't blow yourself up.
No, don't
I'll
blow up
try
the
not to. I will try not to. I will
Yeah.
make sure me and Jason come back with 10 fingers and 11 toes.
Okay.
Same with that now.
At least between you, come back with 11 fingers.
What? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You're
All right,
doing
guys.
that wrong.
Thank you again, everybody, for watching.
We're going to be coming in the next couple weeks because there's going to be some big announcements. We're going to be talking about all these events that Spooky has going on. A lot of stuff. Enjoy your holiday. Have a drink. Enjoy some Jaws. And from each and every one of us.
Good night,
You see,
everybody.